Hey, this is Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous, stepping into your life to give you some encouragement, some hope, some tools, techniques to help you as you go through the trauma of divorce, life change, or after divorce. All life itself can be precarious, right? And we are always needing assistance, support, encouragement to get through it. So I am glad that you're here. A couple of announcements. Let me stop this. First of all, September 10th. The next group is forming. This is a hybrid group. So if you're in the Grand Rapids area, you can come in person. If you are in some other state or country for that matter, as I have had in the past, you can come in hybrid. So connect with me and we'll get you the registration form and you will start your healing process. So important. We spend 10 weeks together. We go through every area basically of divorce to consider. We talk about the children, we talk about the process, we talk about the emotions, we talk about the decisions, the acceptance, all of those things. And they are multiple as we go through the trauma of divorce. So tonight I was inspired a little bit to talk on a topic because my children, my grown daughter and her husband and family just came back from a European trip to Austria and Italy and Germany. And I marvel at that. Thankfully, they're home safe. That's first and foremost. I marvel at that because once they have stepped into this world, and seeing how big the world is, their lives are never going to be the same. And I think about you in this process and how we are so confined and restricted in our world that we don't even know the rest of the world is out there. And I know that this is true because we are struggling just to survive. And yet, the truth is, there's a big, big world out there for you. Still, even after you go through this struggle, even after you go through this divorce. So, I want to just give you 3 brief tips to think about because I know that it's difficult to see the big picture when you are drowning in all of the minutia and the details that happen in divorce. There is the coordinating the parenting time. There is the legal processes. There's division of assets, division of finances, all of that complexity. And so you totally forget that there's a big world out there. And I get it and I understand why. It's totally normal that you would. But I want to encourage you a little bit here just not to give up on the whole world because your world, immediate world is falling apart right now. So I want to just give you three tips. And then of course some great scriptures to hold on to. Trust in the unseen. Trust what you cannot see right now. That there is a big world out there, that there is life after divorce. This takes a faith and a discipline that maybe you haven't had up to this point. I want to just encourage you to have the faith and the discipline of what you cannot see right now. Because there's not a lot of evidence that there's life after divorce for many of you right now. There's not a lot of evidence that there can be joy again or that life can be at peace again. So you are going to need to have faith in believing in the unseen of what is yet to come. And to do that, it requires some mental discipline. That's not always easy. There are many times when you want to just throw up your hands and give up because it is so pressing and so depressing. But I want to encourage you to have faith in the unseen, faith in the unseen. That there are things out there that you do not see, you are incapable of seeing right now, that are good and that are meant for you. Point number 2 is take one step in the right direction. Don't stare too far down the road. I tell this to my groups all the time because it will simply paralyze you. But take one step in the right direction. Right direction. You may need counsel. to know what the right direction is. You may need your network of experts, people who are going to guide you through this. Don't take 100 steps, just take one in the right direction. That one step may be, I'm going to ask my friends if they know of a good counselor. That one step may be, I'm going to join a support group. That one step may be, I'm going to get some resources or watch some podcasts or try to do some learning to help me, give me the tools that I need. Take one step in the right direction. And that can be encouraging to know that you don't have to take 100 steps right now. You just need to take one in the right direction. Number 3, consider the long-term effects of your decisions. Now, I know that there are many decisions you want to make right now that probably aren't the healthiest. They may involve revenge or being dishonest or coping skills that aren't healthy. Consider the long-term effects right now. Consider the long-term effects for you and also the long-term effects for your children as you are making these decisions. And they are big ones. And that's why we have a whole segment in my support groups where we talk about the decisions that we have to make. Many of them are life-altering. They're huge. So consider what are the long-term effects. And again, you may need someone to sit down and talk with you on this and help you see the possibilities of what those long-term effects may be. So let me just say it real quickly, because if you can do these 3, you're going to be onto a better path. Number 1, trust in the unseen. Have the faith to believe that there are good things coming for you. Number 2, take one step in the right direction, making sure it's the right direction. And number 3, consider the long-term effects of the decisions that you do make. Of course, I want to encourage you with some Bible verses to hold on to. And this is Psalm 23, which, we're probably all familiar with. We hear it at funerals and we hear it, we know it. Excuse me. But maybe we don't take it to heart. I want to encourage you to take this verse to heart, even though I walk through the darkest valley, some versions say the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Rod and staff gives direction. And we can feel comforted when we are going in the right direction. Listen to that verse. It is a promise of the shepherd Jesus Christ saying to us, to you right now, even though I see you, child, I see you walking through the shadow of death, I see you through the darkest valley. You don't have to fear evil because I'm with you, and my rod and my staff, my direction, my word is going to comfort you and guide you. Love that verse. No wonder it's so popular as popular as it is. Second verse, Psalm 46, 1-3. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble, and therefore we will not fear. Though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging, God is our refuge and our strength. So if you look at all that, if the earth giving way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea and the mountains quake, all of that, still, God is our refuge. Hold on. I know how terrifying this experience can be. I want you to hold on. Don't make any huge decisions about life or what's going to happen to you right now. Just hold on. Take one step in the right direction. Have the faith and the mental discipline to believe that there are good things out there, and consider with wisdom the effects of your decisions and what's going to happen with these decisions for yourself and also for your children. I hope this is encouraging for you. Reach out if I can be of help in any way. This is my work. It's to guide people through the trauma of divorce with the least amount of damage emotionally, financially, spiritually, and physically. I offer to you this workbook free of charge. It's a download I will send to you upon request. It's going to help you prepare to see your attorney, save you literally thousands of dollars. I also have other resources that are going to help you in the process of healing. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. You are going to make it through this. There is life on the other side of divorce. This is Kathy Beatty, walking with you every step of the way through the trauma and after the trauma of divorce. Have a good evening.